So let's talk about Sitaramam. So we have seen the trailers, songs. చాలా బ్యూటిఫుల్గా ఉన్నాయి. ఏం చెప్పాలి, సో దాంట్లో మెస్మరైజింగ్ విజువల్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ యువర్ ప్రెజెన్స్ అండ్ మీ ప్రెజెన్స్ ఆల్వేస్ ఇట్స్ నైస్ యూ వర్క్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సో ఎవ్రీథింగ్. సో ఎలా ఉంది సినిమా, ఎలా వచ్చింది, హౌ ఇట్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎంటర్టైన్ ద ఆడియన్స్?
It's an unforgettable experience. I feel like it's a film or a shooting experience that will, I think, always stay with me. Our very first schedule was Kashmir. It was my first time in Kashmir in my life.
Okay, is it that?
So going there and shooting, and I met Mrunal and Sumantanna and all for the first time, and they're all so wonderful and so gracious and such cool people. Like I feel like they're all my friends for life now. And then seeing Hanu sir, how he works on shoot, and meeting the whole crew, and this beautiful backdrop of Kashmir. And I think day 2 or day 3 was Kanuna Kalyanam playing, and they were doing Kathak in the snow. It was, those are the moments you feel really blessed to be an actor, because your life is so magical. Like you get to, my life is like a movie. So this is one of those films that will stay with me.
Okay, so what was your experience?
Jyoti, honestly, this film is not just challenging in terms of the location, as far as the locations are concerned, but also the way it is written, the graph of the character that just varies, from the first half of the film to second half. You will see that on August 5th. The reason why I was so excited about playing this character was because there were so many shades, there were so many layers that only it can be only felt internally. Hair, makeup, outfit, okay. You go to the period, the era. But it needs to be,
different.
You need to process it in your mind as well. And I felt like that COVID period, that time when the lockdown happened, it kind of helped me to delve into the character. And for me, my first preparation was to begin learning the language. To begin, I also started watching old movies.
Okay.
Because I think that was the era where women or actresses, the way they express themselves, it was so gracious.
Not too much, very
not
simple,
too much. It's very subtle. They'll just like
with the eyes,
they'll just
elegant.
look with their eyes
Very
and just like
elegant.
very elegant,
simple moves.
Correct. So I felt like that was something missing in our in our filmography and in our time. So I'm really happy that there are these larger than life characters in films that have been written. And I absolutely fell in love with the bond that Sita shared with Ram. And I don't think I've ever seen that. I think, my first research was to go find romantic movies in the past, which I can relate it to these characters.
Okay.
And 15,
You didn't
20,
find
I
anything.
couldn't find anything. I think the last romantic film that I absolutely sobbed and cried and I wanted that love story in my life, that was like Veer Zara.
Veer Zara, I was,
Rosa
Ranveer,
and Veer Zara, and oh my god, like after that I felt like as an actor also, it is my responsibility when it comes to the audience to make them feel or make them aware about these emotions that exist in their lives, and we need to appreciate it. People have stopped taking efforts in their relationships. I'm not just talking about two lovers. I'm talking about like say mother and daughter or
In
father,
any
or any
relationship.
relationship, be it my cat and me. If I do not appreciate or respect or validate that efforts that, come on.
Cat
and then
and you. Suddenly I'm like listening this to me.
No, cat is more important to her.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
I didn't expect that suddenly to come up.
Yeah, so we need
And
to.
I know her cat's really important.
Yeah, so me and my cat. So,
Okay.
Yeah, so Jyoti, there were times where I felt like giving up, and I'm confessing this, and I'm being very honest. But every time I would wear my outfit, get out of the vanity, and tell myself that this character, Sita, deserves,
You.
not just me, but that's so sweet of you.
No, you.
But she deserves to be presented in a certain way, and I need to take extra effort, irrespective if I'm ill, if I have bruises, if I've frozen, if I am bleeding through my nose. The moment they say roll camera action, I think I go in some parallel universe, and something happens to me, and I just forget if I have personal problems, if my nose is bleeding, it's -22. All these things you just forget, and this is the beauty of a character, because it just allows you to
It should drive you.
escape and get into that the skin of the character. You know, that's why when I was growing up as a child, in the movies, theaters, when I used to sit in that chair, I used to feel like that person is me. So my agenda is to make the audience feel that somewhere down the line there is a Sita within them. You know, and so
Then
it's
only
just
they'll remember you. They'll remember your character. your work,
Everybody
everything.
will
Yeah,
want to be
yeah.
Sita Mahalakshmi, and everybody will remember her. Everybody will be blown away by her performance and how she
Sweet.
looks in the film. So you have a new Telugu leading lady. I think she's gonna have lots of offers.
guys, it's my
And this is
first
the
film.
best debut
Wait, this
to
is her-
you.
Guys, this is my first film. Please go watch it in the theaters. It's my first Telugu film.
No, you don't need
Every-
to ask because beside
every
he is
interview,
there.
every interview she has to do this at least once.
It's a
At least-
ritual.
It's a ritual.
Ritual. Okay, fine. We support you always. Okay.